Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck.
Is banning.
Hello, welcome guys to Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. We are in the quarterfinals, the last day of the
Who said there are no
quarterfinals, the last two
shortcuts in
matches.
life?
team
I
is
literally
banned.
invented one.
Do we have a show for you? The first match number 3 of the
I see
quarterfinals
lots of
is
prey.
between
Your
Team
team
Yama
is banning.
and Team Round Table. I'm your caster for tonight, Cuventon, with my fellow co-caster, Gig Hazard.
Welcome, guys. Tonight we have one of the most anticipated of matchups between Team Sync, aka Roundtable, and Team Yama. I am pretty sure this is going to be a very entertaining match.
I am
And
the
guys,
priestess
if you
of
haven't
primal
liked
lightning,
and
is
the
subscribed to our
hunter of
channel,
all the evil
please do so.
gods.
And yeah, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and join us on Discord as well.
With that, guys, we can jump straight into the drafts as we do come into the discussions. Yama are on the red and Roundtable are on the blue. Now, we do see the Roundtable have banned out that Chip and Edith, whereas Yama have taken out the Roger immediately. So what else do you think they'll take out?
Yeah, interestingly, Yama did win the toss and yet chose to go second. I think so that was an interesting choice. But yeah, I think so. They will ban out more hypers like the
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is
guided
banned.
those
by
builds, right?
lantern's
So
light.
that is one hero they will ban out.
Yep. But junglers picking early is very risky as it can get countered. So they do go with that Zushin ban. They are doing this pretty slow. We are seeing quite a few meta picks getting off the board. I won't be surprised if they do ban out something like the Zask or even a Teresda coming in, as they do have that first pick potential for the side of Roundtable.
Yeah, the first pick is going to be very important. I think so. The Terizla is still open. The Zask yet still to be banned out. So yeah, I think so. Those are two bans both teams could make.
True love is like blood.
They do
Team
take out
is
the
banning.
Carmella instead, which again, knowing as how good Carmella was in the previous few matches of the Obscura Showdown, he is a viable ban and a scary hero.
My
to go up
mission
against
is to
Roundtable
protect
and
lives.
Your
opponents,
team is
as the
picking.
Hylos is taken off board.
Yeah, Carmela is one of the heroes that I think so is
Fame,
overlooked
a flashy
lot.
accompaniment.
Your team is
That
picking.
ultimate causes a lot of problems for the opposition. So banning that out also, I think so, was something they had already planned before coming to the match, and they do go for that Ling ban who is in the meta. It is going to cause a lot of problem, but let's see what a team Yama gonna do with that.
Indeed, the link does get immediately picked
May
up.
the blood
so
of my
that does
enemies
give the
flow
chance
from
for
my
counter plays for
spear.
the side of Yama. They do pick up the Minsata, which
The
is
hunt
known to be pretty good
begins.
Your
for their
team
side,
is
and they do
picking.
also lock in that draft with that Ruby, which is a very interesting turn of events.
Yeah, that Claude is, I think, so the most flashy Claude player in this tournament. I think so. Previously, he was the one who showboated a lot. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure it was him. And I hope to see more flashy plays coming in. I love to see those plays coming from Insitar. What I think so most standard players don't do. I think so this guy does with the Minsitar. So I hope we see more of him. And I think so if he can't actually show up, there's going to be a problem for his team. The Minsitar is going to be a very important character in their very important hero in their pick. As we see, it is Kufra and Terizla that is picked up on the other side, already cancelling out the Fanny pick for Team Yama.
Indeed, they do pick up the Teresla, which is really good, and that Kufra as well pointed. They are doing their homework. They have picked up that Kufra to counter not only the Fanny but any high dash
Your
heroes.
team is banning.
So, but Team Yama, they do secure that Aurora, which is known to be a very good mid laner nowadays.
Now, two bans. I think so. It is going to be a hyper ban coming in from Team Sync, limiting the prospects for Team Yama. Team Yama, on the other hand, I think so. They're gonna ban out the mages since they already picked mages. Other mages still open, like yeah, the Zask, as I said earlier, and needed to be banned out. So banned out instantly. I think so. Another mage would be Valentina that could be banned out.
Indeed, but for the side of Roundtable, they do ban out the Minotaur first. Let's see what the second pick will. They are going for the Rome ban, surprisingly. They might take away the Julian as well, just in case, just to cut all corners. Let's see what Yama have on for their last ban. They do instead ban out.
Yeah, it seems like Roundtable have done their research, and it seems like those bans are very specific. Seems like looking at the history and the characters picked from the previous matches from for Team Yama, those bans are made specifically to target some certain players that are still like to pick up their heroes. So that is going to be, I think so, plus point for Team Sync. A bit of a difficult situation for Yama, I think so.
Yep, we do have IGN Morori in the chat, and this is the Fusion Prime stream, if you were asking. But Frank is on break right now. As we do come back into the game, we do have the Grok getting banned out, which is interesting to see as they do go for a full roam ban out. Now we do come into the pick from Yama.
I think so. They do have to pick out the hyper first. Yeah, they do go for the Julian Hyper, which I kind of had predicted earlier, even before the match started. A Julian pick, and it is a very obvious pick coming in from Team Yama. I have no idea what Team Sync are going to pick against Julian. It's a very difficult hero to play against, especially for the backliners, the AD carries, the mages, so they do need to be careful. They do go out with a Melissa that does certainly work out in certain situations. If she hasn't popped her ultimate, it does help her out. But yeah, Julian does have a very high burst damage, so they do still need to be very careful about it.
Yep, with that Sicilian pickup, they do have the potential of actually doing well in that late game, just adding on to that late game competition coming in for the side of Roundtable, as Yama do secure their Marsha, which after yesterday's match, we can proudly say that Marsha is one of those heroes that can go head to head with any uh, marksman or AD carry from the side of the opponent.
Yeah, I think so. It's more for the Sicilian and the Terizla, I think so. The Ruby is going to have a difficult time, is what I would think, because of the Sicilian pick coming in from Team Sync. The Ruby does need to be very careful in team fights, especially. Raw is going to have a very bad game.
Indeed, we have to see what happens over here as we do enter Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista, the third match of the quarterfinals between Yama and Roundtable. Without any further ado, I hope everyone is excited in the chat. Show your support for the teams as we enter game number 1.
Yeah, I do hope today we see some weird stats like yesterday. It was very entertaining coming in from, I think, the team Buddha, was it? Very entertaining stats yesterday. So if you haven't, you can go back to yesterday's stream as well and check that out. If you haven't subbed to the channel, I'm pretty sure some of you have missed out. Some of you are new to the channel. Of 3 tank, 1 mage, and 1 EXP laner game pick yesterday. That was fun to watch. It's interestingly, look at that. What is happening is Masha is playing pretty aggressive against the Terizla. Does need to be very careful. Look at that. Already damaged, or 1 HP bar already down.
Yup, but knowing how Marsha is supposed to be played in the early game, she needs to get those lanes fast, otherwise she'll get completely zoned, as we do immediately see in the bot side. First blood gets secured by the Ling onto the Marsha. Now, coming back to the top side, there is a pretty decent gank set up for the side of Yama. The mid-star does miss his ultimate, but the combo from the Kufra does get cancelled out. The rest of Yama are there. The Julian is also in position, forcing out a flicker from the Kufra, whereas Melissa is just continuously doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think so. Minsitar is the one who is actually in the gold lane. So I expected Ruby to be in the gold lane instead. I think so. Ruby is playing the roam role. Yeah.
Yep. Now look at the bot side. There's already 2 people catching out the rotation coming in from Yama as they set up for this first turtle take. Seems like they want to get that level 4, and seems like both the mid lane and the EXP lane have that level 4 advantage when it comes to this mid fight for this turtle, as both junglers are coming in.
They are not. Masha specifically is not playing carefully against Terizla. I think specifically, look at that kill for Team Sync again on the Minsitar. Not looking good for them.
Up around table, they do secure the turtle as well in that skirmish going in the mid side as the penalty zone connects onto 1. The Frigid Glacier does come out but is not able to save their roam. Meanwhile, on the top side, look at that.
Not looking good for Team Yama. Getting played out, outskilled everywhere. Look at that. Another kill, I believe. Ooh, barely managed to survive, but I think so that will be secured. No, does manage to flicker out, I guess. Sorry, recall out, yes.
Yeah, a little bit good. Good communication coming in from Yama. The Minster was able to block out the rest of the aggression coming in for the side of Roundtable. As we do see, Roundtable have established quite a substantial lead and is slowly building up that little bit of a snowball, if I might say.
Yeah, this is not looking good as they are losing out in the EXP lane as well. Look at that zone out. Masha getting none of that EXP. Riz
This is the risk.
was punished, right? So does need to be careful.
Yep. She has to watch those HP bars as well as early game. She's not really known to be a tanky EXP laner, Marsha, especially due to the changes that has been made out. So she needs to be very careful on how she wants to make these rotations. But it seems like the Teresla is just zoning her away from all that EXP. Meanwhile, in the top side, we do see another gank potential from the side of Yama. The Ruby does go in to check that push, might get caught up over there by the Sicilian and the Kufra with the bouncing ball, blocking away the dashes coming in for the Ruby. Will it be enough to keep himself alive? Yep. But nope, the Flicker Tyrant's Rage able to select and pick up that kill as Yama have yet to respond and put the score on the board.
Yeah, I expected Julian to be online by now, but seems like is not actually doing anything significant other than just clearing out his own jungle.
It does look like a difficult game for the side of Yama as Roundtable do secure that second turtle with substantial lead and ease, as now it seems like their position is going to actually Roundtable. They are playing all across the Land of Dawn. Top side there are fights, mid side there's wave players, and bot side is already hyper aggression. Meanwhile, on the top we do see that the Mincetar might be going down. Does get taken out by the Melissa Kufra combo.
Yeah, guys, the poll is 26 votes already in, and I think so today, by a slight lead, Team Yama is the chat favorite currently with 58% rooting for them. As we see another fight in the mid lane, it is Ruby who goes down first to Teresla. 6-0 the scoreboard, the goal lead increasing by the minute. They do have a silver lining as Masha does get the bottom lane turret, but meanwhile they are the ones getting pushed into their own base.
Yep, we did see that the Aurora got jumped upon, but she does have a passive. It's not that easy to take down an Aurora, especially with that passive up, as she has that second life. But
Yeah,
a good turret trade out is going on.
Teresla does come back to clear his lane, but already loses one turret. So they do disengage this time. I think so late game wise, it is going to be in the side of Team Sync because of that marksman present in their team. But mid game, I think so, it could be turning to the side of Team Yama. They do have the more tankier and stronger pick out of the two.
We have to see what happens here as another fight brews out. The Tyrant's Rage does get used up as the Ruby is the next to fall. Already 4 deaths for this Ruby on that roam position.
Yeah, not a good sign for Ruby. Not a good game for Ruby, especially with that Sicilian, the Kufra, and the Ling to add, and of course the Teresla to add salt to the wound. This is not a good game for Ruby at all. Is going to get slaughtered many more times before she does come online, hopefully.
Indeed, and the pressure and engage potential from the side of Roundtable is really pressuring the side of Yama. They're not being able to rest up for even a moment as Roundtable are keeping the pressure on constantly.
Yeah, and they're gonna lose the turret as well in the bottom lane. A little bit of lead that they had when it came to turrets. I wouldn't call it a lead, a silver lining to their match has vanished away instantly. And they might get the second turret as well. Seems like they do have the sense to go back. Oh, look at that jump coming from Masha. Needs to be very careful.
Indeed, she has lost all her HP pass. She needs to recall that. She's got two over there, but the side of Yama, they are going pretty aggressively. Kufra does get the jump, but the Ruby is there to cancel out the initial engage made by Roundtable.
Yeah, another turret for Team Roundtable. That also, without any pressure, very easily they take the turret as well. Look at that. The Sicilian playing a bit risky, but a Team Yama mentally broken and not able to take advantage of that overstep coming in from Sicilian.
Indeed, at this point, Yama, they are looking for that farm to get their heroes online. There's less damage coming in for the side, but we might have a catch over here as Minsatar is going down to the Teresla. Killing spree secured by the Teresla. Now the Julian is in a tight spot, is able to immune himself away from that engage that was potentially coming in. But now the Ruby gets pulled back, is able to walk out.
Yeah, 9 minutes in, almost all turrets down, almost, and I think so. The third one going down as this one will go down as well. The middle lane turret as well, with ease, I believe. Yeah, Julian's still not online, not able to enter the backline at all.
It seems like the stacks from Sicilian are starting to grow as well, as he is putting out quite a bit of damage. But the Ling does secure the first Lord of the game as well. They did not take. That is all neutral objectives going to the side of Roundtable this game.
Yeah, I don't understand why Julian is not wrapping around, trying to play it aggressive, trying to get big offs. He does need to try that, or his team will for sure lose this game. The way that this is playing out.
Yeah, but with the gold disadvantage that they are running in, that's almost 11k gold lead that Roundtable have put up. It's very difficult for the Julian to actually go around the opponent's team as well, as his own team might be bursted down immediately. Meanwhile, we do see that the Lord is coming in the top side. The Ling goes aggressively, uses the Tempest of Blades, does not get caught out into the freeze from the Aurora, but the Kufra is now charging up. Will he go in? He does jump in just to scare away the rest of the team, as the Minstar misses the Flicker Hook, gets the King Culling, and that should be a good defense on the top side, as Yama are yet to lose inhibitors. But Roundtable, they do come knocking.
Look at that, Team Sync with ease take the inhibitor turret as well, just steamrolling into their base. Not a good look for Team Yama. They have reached the quarterfinals, but they seem far off than the team that are competing in the Obscura Showdown.
This is the first match, as we have to see what happens over here, but a re-engage onto that Minsatar, as Minsatar is unable to do much over there. The Tempest Blades and the penalty zone connecting onto a mega kill secured by the Teresla. The immortality is popped for the Kufra. Will this be one kill on the board? The Aurora does not have a passive, but it seems like a shutdown has been used up by the Masha and a double kill, putting 2 on the board for Yama. This might be an actual turnaround, possibly.
Finally something. It is, but Kufra and the King is the two of the lower, I'd say, heroes when it comes to gold. So those two heroes were expected to go down, I guess, earlier as well. The gold lead still of around 10k, and not a big comeback, I'd say, but a bit mental relief, I'd say, getting at least 2 kills on the board. Team Yama within 12 minutes.
Yeah, that does give them that mental reset, telling them that yes, we have the potential for that actual comeback as Team Roundtable. Now they have to start playing it a little bit more carefully, because the items and the EXP is starting to stack for the side of Yama. Not
Yeah, a
having
10k lead in EXP and almost I'd say around 16,000 EXP gap, which is a huge amount of gap. It has to be Julian who is going to make the play. It has to be Julian who is doing the pickoffs. It has to be Julian now doing something for his team, or either Masha, I'd say.
Yep, as it seems like this Lord, 12-minute Lord, does go easily over to the side of Roundtable, will be able to catch off the Link from the wall. Will it be enough? The Kufra is in position. Look at him. He's just waiting for that set. He does have the flicker available in a few seconds, and he might just get ready for a full-on engage Roundtable.
Let's go. I hope this time Team Yama can make something happen in this match, or this match is going to be one anticlimactic quarterfinal match. I'd say I do expect them to do something mental. It is a do or die situation, so I guess nothing's off the table. They have to try something. Look at that. They could catch out someone. They could catch out the Ling, but no, it seems sadly they won't be able to. The Ling is spotted, but no one to follow through for the Ruby as the Lord is walking up bottom lane inside the base already. Team Sync not pushing with the Lord, trying to get the mid lane turret instead. Might get it as well. Oh, the Lord half HP already, and engage could be happening. Look at that jump from Kufra. Does catch the Misita. Misita going down first. It is going to be a killing spree for Melissa, and Aurora pretty low, but does pop the ultimate. A mega kill this time for the Ling as well. And GG's as Team Yama do not show up at all in the match.
Well, we did see a good game coming in for the side of Roundtable. And with that, we have the conclusion of the first game. Roundtable winning it out against Yama, as we will catch you guys in a little bit for game number 2. Let's see if Yama can make another steamroll happen for themselves in the second round. With that, we will take a short little break. We'll see you guys in a bit.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank Fam, big shout out to Prank Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank Fam, big shout out to Prank Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank Fam, big shout out to Prank Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
Welcome back, guys, to Obscura Showdown Season 3, powered by Vista. This is the quarterfinals matchup number 3 between Roundtable and Yama for the spot in the semi-final. Roundtable would take the lead with a very, very easy clean sweep coming in this time as Team Yama on the back foot. Can they make a comeback? Hopefully they do so, as the chat is rooting for them. Apparently a slight chat favorite for today's Team Yama.
Yep, indeed. As we do come into game number 2, we do have Yama on the blue side and we have Roundtable on the red. As the Ling immediately gets banned away, a respect ban coming in immediately, as last game that Ling did play pretty well, going deathless.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life? I literally
Yeah,
invented
I
one.
think so. Ling was one of those heroes, but I think so. The team in total was something that was to be feared. Coming in that Kufra jumping in fearlessly. Everything else, the Melissa doing so much damage early on in the game as well, and the Sicilian as well, securing a lot of kills for his team as well. Everything was perfect when it came to Team Sync, whereas Team Yama totally absent, letting their fans down in the chat. They were rooting for Team Yama, but Team Yama do have still one chance to make it right and make a comeback in this game, guys.
Well, let's see if they can do that right here, right now, as we do come into the drafts. The chip is banned away, so is the ruby for the side of Roundtable. Now, the side of Yama, they do remove the Roger again, as let's see what their last ban will be. It might go over to something like the Teresa. It could also be that Edith being banned away, but no, they do instead ban away Lunox, which is interesting to see. What do you think about that gig?
Yeah, the Lunox is something we have seen Team Sync make do with very well. So respect ban, I would say, coming in from Team Yama. Team Sync do have a lot more players in their character pool. Sorry, so many more characters in their player pool, so they do have more versatility, I think so, compared to Team Yama. Team Yama do have to play it more carefully. The Zushin is still out, so they could go for it. But knowing Team Sync, they already have a answer ready for Zushin pick as well.
True love is like
Yep,
blood.
most probably, as the Carmilla does get banned out over here. Let's see what happens. What Yama decides to pick up over here.
They are thinking if they do pick the Zushin, it seems like a bait. And if they do let the Team Sync have the Zushin pick, it seems like they will be the one on the facing end. So if they do decide to go with Zushin instead, they might not regret that. Yeah, better to not regret than just go for it, right?
Yup, indeed. Now, against the Zushin, I was going to say the Hylas is risky pick, but Roundtable, knowing how they play, I'm not surprised that they pick up heroes like the Hylos. We might again see the Teresa as well over here that did play well. So let us see what Roundtable have on the decisiveness. They could also take up the Aurora immediately. The Edith is also open up for grabs, but instead we see Roundtable coming in with that Arlet in that EXP lane.
Yeah, I think so. Team Yama should pick the tank that counters of Fanny, as I know Team Sync do have a very strong Fanny player. But they do go for an Edith, which is, I think so, going on the roam role.
Most probably. Now the Teresa is also up for grabs, but especially against an Arlet, it's a very risky pick. You know how Arlet plays around, especially with those high sustain heroes. So Team Yama, they might just go for something else instead, as they are cycling through their gold laners. I suspect a swap coming in right here, but we have to wait and see. Yep, the Minotaur does get picked up instead.
Yeah, Team Sync can now easily pick up the Fanny, I think so. They have that in their minds. Might get banned out, so they do need to pick it now if they want to. Or a Julian pick is still not a bad choice, I'd say.
Yep. Again, one hero that we're not actually assessing is that Hayabusa, which could work well, especially for the side of Roundtable. Taking out the Zushin in these big fights might be their play potential. So let's see what happens here as Roundtable have a lot of choices. They again could pick up the Aurora. They could go for mages. They could go for EXP, for gold laners, as they do pick up the Moskov for the side of
Yeah,
Drax.
a very, very strong marksman, especially with that splash damage. We have seen it being a menace. I'd say not in the meta hero, but still a very strong marksman, especially against slower tanks like the Minotaur would, I think, would suffer a lot in the hands of Moskov.
Indeed, as we do see the Alpha getting banned out for the side of Roundtable, they do not want to go up against a hero that has that much true damage. Whereas for the side of Yama, they did a very smart ban, taking away that Valentina.
The Moskov pick did come out after the Minotaur pick. I think so. The lack of a Vengeance player, a Vengeance tank, is what prompted them to go for the Moskov pick. They do still have EXP pick, so that could help them out to counter the Moskov.
On that EXP, we could see this Edith going EXP as it's still in the hands of Renji, whereas the Xbox is immediately just banned out by Roundtable as we're talking about him. So let's see what Yama have to ban out. They might again ban out another mage, preferably even the Aurora, because that is very risky, or even the Vexana. But as we speak about it, Aurora does get banned out for the side of Yama.
Congratulations to Quentin for getting one ban right. That hardly happens, guys. Today is one of those days we get the bans correct. And it seems like now Team Sync have a lot or less to pick from. Yeah, a Fanny pick, which was, I think so, pretty obvious for Team Sync. Team Yama did help them, did kind of make it the most obvious pick coming in for Team Sync.
I've been waiting for too long.
Indeed, as the carry does immediately get locked up, and knowing this draft, carry does well against that Moskov. She does do well, especially against the Arlet and the Hylos. But we have to see whether or not this carry will pick up that vengeance just to survive the Fanny, as they are discussing upon their jungler, and they do pick up the Hayabusa instead.
Yeah, the Hayabusa works against the Moskov, I think so, pretty well. But also need to be very careful of the Moskov stone. It is a skill battle, I'd say, against Moskov. But against Fanny, I don't think so. Hayabusa is gonna have a good time.
Indeed, we have to see what happens over here as Roundtable are selecting their last mage. They are taking their time on this. They might just go the Vexana over here. That is one open. The Loi is also present, which could do pretty well. But we have to see. Yeah, Kadita is also there.
Make a good pick, but it seems like they are going for a Louis instead, especially with that Edith and Minotaur. I think so. That is why they have picked the Louis. Does work against carry pretty well as well.
Indeed, the Lilia would have been a good option, but again, the Hayabusa and the carry, as well as the Zushin, that's a lot of frontline heroes from the side of Yama that need to be right in the face of the enemies. So having that OE to do that backline damage as well as Moskov playing in that midfield position could be interesting to see. Both teams have locked in their draft. So without any further ado, let us enter the land of dawn for the second game between the third match of the quarterfinals between Yama and Roundtable.
Yes, guys, the poll is up. Do vote for your favorite team in the poll. Will Team Yama make a comeback? Yes or not? Possible 18 votes already in. Do let us know which team you support in the chat through these polls as well. I think so Team Yama could make a comeback So I think so, but the chat disagrees with me. With 64% of votes going to not possible. We will see as the match has started.
Yep, the match does begin as this time around we can see Yama going in for a better rotation. They have already started leashing the red as Hayabusa has started the blue. Whereas for the side of Roundtable, they do immediately start off with that blue securing it for the Fanny, preventing that invade coming in from the side of Yama.
This is going to play out, I think so, in the early game. As soon as Fanny reaches level 4 or 5, is going to jump into one of those lanes, trying start getting kills. I think so, especially in the gold lane or the mid lane, is where the danger lies.
Yep. Meanwhile, on the bot side, the carry will have that better early game advantage, especially against the Moskov, as Moskov is still level 1. He has started increasing the wave, which is very good, especially against a losing matchup like this. Look at that level of aggression coming in as a gank coming into the bot side. Will Hayabusa be able to go and pick up that kill? Yep, he does. Meanwhile, on the top side, the Fanny does get a trade off onto the Edith as well. So that is a 1-1 trade. First blood going over to the side of Yama, as now Zushin gets picked off by the Arlet.
Yeah, Team Mihama already trying to assert their dominance in the game. It might be Zushin who goes to, it might be Louis who almost went down. Does need to be careful that Hayabusa very aggressive and very nice, I'd say, the damage output early in the game as well. Carry does need to be very careful. Look at that. Wrap around coming in.
She does have the flicker.
Yeah.
Because she knows that there is someone waiting in the bush. She's probably suspecting it to be the Hylos or even the Fanny going back in. Does not get the kill onto the Cutthroat, and with that, we do see Yama to have that breathing space before this actual first turtle fight. The Arlet running around left, right, center. The final slash does get cancelled out. He still has it as the final slash does come out. The Minoan Fury does not come through. As the Minotaur is the first fall in that, the Edith caught up in a very bad spot. The Primal Wrath does come out, and the Hylos is traded off roam for roam for both teams.
Yeah, this is where I think so Team Yama now need to make sure the fight is still level and they don't get steamrolled like in the previous match. Look at that. The Moscow fight go down as well. Needs to be very careful. Yep, does go down to the Edith.
Yep, a double kill picked up by the Edith, but the Hayabusa does go down in the process. Louis was able to pick that skill up. Good map awareness coming in for the side of Roundtable's mid.
Yeah, the bottom lane might go down as well to the carry. Can they make it in time? The Louis there, but I think so will be able to defend. Not getting a kill sadly, I think so. Yep, won't be able to get a kill. His team now in a very scary state. Hylos might go down. Does need to be careful. But Arlot there to help out his team. That Zushin already proving to be a menace.
Indeed, we are already seeing a little bit of a turnaround. Both teams are sitting on evenness right now. The turtle did go over to the side of Roundtable, but they almost got to trade out in the bot side if the Louis did not use her diversion on time. And it seems like Yama are trying to get into this gank. They do already see that the Fanny is taking that creep. The Horn Lizard does go down as Hylos gets caught up over there. Will be going down. The Minoan Fury already committed. And the Flicker, a little bit of an overextension from the Minotaur, but it might be enough as the Moskov is forced to recall over there. This might just be a tower for the side of Yama.
Yeah, the golden tower going down early in the game, not a good sign for Team Roundtable, as Carry is going to be the one who is better farmed in the game. Look at that, Fanny going in, might get the kill, does get the kill. Will she be able to evade and get out of that situation? Look at that, Zushin doing a lot of CC, pulling the Fanny back, but this time Fanny does somehow make it out of that.
Yep, in the top side there was the kill from the side of the Hayabusa onto the Loi, but it seems like the Fanny has come around again just to help his team out, try to clear up that jungle, stop the invade coming in from the side of Guts.
Oh, Fanny might be going in, might get a kill. Is this enough damage? Yes, enough, as Arlot cleans up. That must be careful now. He's going to get wrapped around. Fanny does make it out, but I think it's not a good place for Arlo to be currently, does go down. A trade happening both sides, getting one kill after the other. It seems like the bottom lane and the mid lane might go down for Team Yama as Fanny goes in, but not enough energy to secure a kill. Look at that, Louis does dive in, might get the Zushin. Zushin flickers out, but might get caught by the Moskov.
Exactly, as the Minotaur already used up the Minnow and Fury, the cutthroat coming in from the Fanny is not enough to pick up the kill of the Minotaur, but the Louis is there. Meanwhile, on the bot side, we did see that the Zushin fell to the Moskov. As the side of Roundtable, they are getting pushed away from the Turtle, but the Hayabusa is pretty low. The flicker final slash from the Arlet secures that kill onto the jungler for the side of Yama, as Edith is the only one standing. The pin by the Moskov onto the carry as the minions do finish that up, the kill going over to the side of the Moskov. The Edith now very low as he does get chased down. The Turtle is secured by the Fanny, as that is another kill for the side of Yama. Now the Arlet is caught up in a little bit of a trap. Will he be able to make it out over here? He is going back in. He does have the dashes, but he is getting tossed around as well. The final slash is there to connect onto one member, but he is able to get out. Good position play coming in from the side of the Arlet.
Very skillful from Arlot, I'd say. I thought I had given up hopes of Arlot surviving that, but did somehow manage to get out. Plus, dealing a lot of damage to the Zushin as well, making her go back to her home to replenish the mana and HP.
Yep, and that's the fear of having a Fanny on the opponent's side. You know, you cannot stay at low HP as he might just come in with the cutthroat. Meanwhile, on the bot side, the Arlet again trying to get caught off by the rest of Yama. The Shadow Kill does come out, but he does not have enough stacks onto the Sky Piercer. This time around, there is no flashy plays coming in from the side of the Arlet. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we do see that the Edith is zoned away from her turret by 3 members for the side of Roundtable. She might be able to walk up to this tower again, but it seems like Roundtable, they are trying to collapse onto this top tower.
Yeah, I think so. The Louis could just get them out of there as well. It might be Minotaur who might get caught. Does need to be careful. Goes down, instantly bursts down, not even able to pop his ultimate as at all. Look at that. Very good stun coming in. A pull from the Zushin. Might get the Hylos. Needs to be careful. Fanny there doing a lot of damage. Fanny does need to go out. The Hylos might go down to the carry this time. Does go down to the carry. Arlot very deep in. Needs to be careful. Goes down as Louis goes down as well. Oh, it might be Edith goes down as well.
Alright, we do see the Arlet still there. The Edith doing quite a bit of damage in her marksman form. Is able to come back to the lane and keep it alive for just a little bit. But look at the splash damage coming in from the Moskov. A good pushback from that spear out of Moskov.
Look at that Fanny. Minotaur just able to watch as she zips in and zips out. Bit of a flex, I'd say, on that Fanny. Using that cable to the best, I think so.
Indeed, as Fanny does. In both sides, they are using quite a lot of skill, but now suddenly the side of Roundtable, look at the divergence they're coming in from below. You look at how deep there is. Minnow and Fury already getting used up, but the Zushin is pretty low. The Flicker ultimate does not save her as the Glorious Pathway does come down. That's 4 members converging onto 1 member, that is the Edith. As at the backside, we did see that the Moskov did fall, but the Moskov does get double kill instead, as Arlet is the one taken out by the carry. Not enough, as that's 4 members for the side of Yama already used up.
Hayabusa needs to be careful.
Yep, he is not able to get much out for his team, as now I think the Roundtable just converge onto this Lord immediately.
Yeah, especially with the Louis, the ganks are going to be very unpredictable. They do need to be very careful. Team Sync playing it exceptionally well, I'd say. The both teams are very well balanced, but I think so outplaying Team Sync currently on Team Yama.
That's true. Roundtable doing very well here. Their lane management seems to be a little bit better than what Yama is putting out, as they are in the lead currently.
Yeah, the Moskov has come online after that Demon Hunter doing a lot of damage to the Minotaur and the Edith as well. Is going to be very risky to play against solo against to gank, I'd say as well. Look at that, Minotaur popping his ultimate, getting 2, but it is Fanny who goes down first, surprisingly. Needs to be careful,
Hayabusa
Team
is
Sting.
the carry getting a double kill already. The Arlet does have the marks onto 3 members. He might just get the kill onto the Hayabusa as well. Very skillful from the Arlet as Moskov comes in to the backside trying to clean up. It is just the who and Lord surviving.
Alive, but the Lord is walking down as well, so that is a pretty big win, I'd say, for Team Sync as they take one more turret, 2 more turrets. The inhibitor turret also still up. But the Lord is walking down. The shields popped as well. I think so. That's, I'd say, a victory in the books of Team Sync.
Yep, that's what Roundtable wants. They wanted to take out at least the tower blasts coming in for the side of Yama, so they have that little bit of an advantage in this fight over here.
Very, very well contested match, but Team Yama on the back foot currently. The gold lead on the favor of Team Sync, the Team Roundtable with the 6k gold lead. Look at that, Moscow going in very aggressive. Needs to be careful. I think so. They were trying to bait out Team Yama into that fight outside their own base, but Team Yama do show the discipline. Needs to be
Yep, indeed. We are seeing that there is some potential for the Team Yama. They are showing that little bit of discipline, and that discipline can carry along a little bit too much. But look at the splash damage coming in from the Moskov. Goodness me, Jax on his signature, really doing well this time around.
Yeah, they can defend only so much. You know, the Lord is spawning in around 20 seconds. Need to be careful. Look at that. Fanny getting a kill on the carry instead. A little bit of an overplay from carry and pays with her life instantly. Ooh, not a good look for Team Yama. They need to make a comeback somehow. Could Hayabusa get a Lord steal?
Does not seem like he wants to go for it. With the carry down, it's very risky to take any more fights. They have nothing to take down the Hylos, let alone the Arlet with so much sustain that he has. But they are trying their best over here, trying to hold the lanes out. But as Roundtable keep pushing in and coming in these waves, huge waves created, especially look at the bot side, look at the top side waves. They're pretty big. 2 cannon minions at the very least. As Roundtable do start up this Lord and take it away pretty easily. Fanny is pretty low, so there will be no re-engages for the side of Roundtable.
Yeah, that diversion very nice from Team Roundtable, trying to bait their enemies out to the other lane, trying to secure that Lord as well in the process. A win-win for them, I'd say. Look at that Hayabusa and Fanny. I think so both are unaware of each other, especially Fanny of the Hayabusa. So recalling back in the bushes.
That's very fun to say, you know, sometimes it's just the assassins. They're sometimes a little too fast, and then they go into bushes faster than each other and just recall without knowing that the other is right there. So it's very funny to see that whenever it happens and very enjoyable. But now it does not seem to be pretty enjoyable as this Lord in the bot side does dash into this turret. Will it be able to survive, or will Yama take this Lord down before they lose that bot inhibitor? But it seems like nope, that is the bot inhibitor already locked down as they go in. Look at the Hylos with the Glorious Pathway. Takes a bunch of damage. A good flicker Minoan Fury as the Hylos is the first fall in the teamfight. Spear of Destruction does land up to the Edith as the Minotaur is the first to go down in that fight. And so is the Edith, the double kill picked up by the Fanny. Seems like the Moskov is trying to get something more over there. The Hayabusa is also taken out as the Arlet connects with the final slash. But the Loi is able to pick up that kill, ensuring a double kill for the side of the Loi as Moskov does get executed by the base, but it seems like Zushin is not able to defend as Roundtable take game number 2 and move on to the semi-finals.
GG's sad way to go out for Team Yama, but they did show up in the second match. And a very dominating performance from Team Roundtable. Team Sync completely in sync with each other, securing the spot in the semi-finals of this Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. and we will be back soon with your fourth match of the quarterfinal. Do stay tuned as we will be back in an instant.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank, fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank, fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank, fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank, fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank, fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then. This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
Nation. This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Obscura Showdown Season 3 quarterfinals powered by Vista. This is going to be match number 4 between Bole Squad and 4DM. I hope everybody is excited as we did go through a very interesting match number 3. I'm your caster for tonight, Eventon, with my co-caster, Gig Hazard, coming in.
Yeah, guys, welcome back. This is the fourth match and the final matchup between Team Bole and Team 4DM. We hope it is as action-packed as the previous match. As this is the quarterfinal, and we expect a lot from both of these teams. And guys, if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please do so. We have reached 1.5k subscribers. Thanks to you all. And guys, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and you can join us on Discord as well.
Indeed, with all the formalities done, we can come straight into the draft phase. As we do see that Bole Squad are on the blue team and 4DM have taken the red side. We do have the Chip and the Zask already banned out, and surprisingly, the Ixia as well as the Zushin getting taken off board.
Yeah, very specific bans. I think so. When you come into a quarterfinal, you do a lot of research on your team, your opponents. So the Zushin banned out, knowing that a team Bole do have a very good Zushin, Ixia player.
Indeed. Interestingly, they do ban out the Hayabusa and the Hylos, so that is a few more meta bans coming in. Whereas, again, for those guys in chat, we already have the message already popped up. But the semis are going to be between Buddha versus Roundtable and DC versus the winners of this series. So do give us your thoughts on who do you think might be on that championship block for Obscura Showdown Season 3.
Yep, so they go for a first pick killing, a very obvious pick, high pick straight for the link. I guess every time he's open, we do see a first pick instead of, I think so, second after Zushin. And they go for a Ruby on the side of Team 4DM and a Clint as well.
May the blood of my enemies flow through my
It might not be the Clint, as the Mincetar does get picked up instead. So again, I think so this feels a little bit like PTSD, don't you think so? But yeah, that is the picks for the side of 4DM.
Yeah, a bit of underwhelming performance from the Mincetar in those previous matchups. So we do hope so the Mincetar can kind of do something more, show up in the game better in this matchup. Team Bole still do have a lot of options to pick from. I think so they will go for an EXP laner as well and a gold laner.
Let's see what they pick up. They do have the options of the Aurora as well. The Teresla is all again still up, but they might just go Mage XP. Edith is up as well, so let's see what happens here. They do secure that Vexana and the Teresla.
I see lots of prey.
Oh, and a Roger pick coming in. That is something I think so they were waiting to ban in this phase, but the Roger picked up instantly by Team 4DM. Roger has been one of those scary characters in the pick rate high meta pool. So I'm not sure how this will play out for Team Bole.
Let's see what happens over here as we are coming into the second phase of the draft, as the Angela gets banned off, which is actually pretty decent of a ban. The Ling Angela combo is known to be a classic sweeper snowball comp. So getting that off the board is just reducing their risks.
Yeah, especially with slow fighters, slow players like Ruby. Angela does have that root, so that would have worked out pretty well for Team Bole. But the option of the table now.
Come on, Dexter. It's our showtime.
So is that Claude. So this is just a setup for probably a Moscow for the side of Ole. So now we have to see what 4DM want to pan out. Do they want to take away some rumors, probably even like the Minotaur? There is that Edith still hanging around here and there. There is possibly even a Cho coming in that could get taken away.
I think so. The Cho could work as well for the side of Team Bully, especially with the Roger present. They do need more crowd control in their team.
Let's see, they are taking their time. They have a lot of options, and instead they do ban out that Clint. So it might be risky that they're going through. This might actually be a gold lane Mincetar. So it could be very scary going out here. Whereas for the side of Bully, they might just take away mages over here. The Aurora's still open, the Valentina's still open. If I were Bully, I would ban out one of those two.
Yeah, they ban out the Aurora. They still have a Valentina to pick from, but they could go for anything. I mean, a lot of heroes work still, so I'm not sure what they can go for. But they're not going for the Faramis, are they? No, they can't.
It could actually work. It could actually work. You never know. But nope, they do with the classic pickup. We knew this was coming around. The Valentina on the side of 4DM's Super Chic, probably. No? Sorry, smoking.
We could at least wish for something like the previous Bole pick. Was it Bole? Was it which team was it with the full tank pick? I forget the team. I do need to remember that name. But we are still waiting for an interesting pick coming up from any of the teams in the tournament. I don't think so anything will live up to that.
Indeed, but we do see the Kufra being selected over here, and the Kufra does really well, especially against heroes like the Ruby, Roger, and Valentina, which 4DM are putting out. So Ole coming in with a very strong draft again, with the carry, obviously up house.
They can go for a tank or they can go for a support. I think so. With the composition they have, they might go for a support rather than a tank, giving their more mobility to jump in and jump out of the team fights. And Matilda will work very good with a Roger combo, with a Roger and a Ruby combo.
Yeah, that is true. But again, the risks coming into this, if they can get past the Kufra, it might be very good for the side of 4DM, but they are playing a double-edged sword when it comes to this draft phase.
Yeah, they are taking their time with this, as they might go for a Carmela. Yeah, they go for a Carmela. I'm not sure how good it will work against the composition. Might work for them, but I'm not sure how good the Carmela will do.
Well, we have to see. They did see the Carmela open. They were probably like, oh yeah, they can take the Carmela. The Curse of Blood does really do well, especially when it's paired up with something like the Rogers damage. So we do have to see what happens this game.
Yeah, the polls will be up, guys, in a matter of seconds to let us know which team you support in the chat, as your support means a lot to these players. It does help them in their confidence as well. We also helps us know which team is the chat favorite.
Indeed. As with that, we can start getting ready to come into match number 4 of Obscura Showdown Season 3, powered by Vista, the quarterfinals. Game number 1 between 4DM and Bole's squad. Without any further ado, let us enter the land of Dawn and proceed with the first match.
Yeah, which do you think, Quentin, would you prefer in a team? A Ling Hyper or a Roger Hyper?
Goodness me, that... If my team was pretty squishy, I would prefer the Roger Hyper just to clean things up. But with the compositions, I am favoring that Ling composition coming in from the side of Ole.
Yeah, I think so. Team Bole do have a slight edge when it comes to the team comp. but things could turn out drastically different as Team 4DM are a very, very well organized and coordinated team.
Yep, we do see that the Vexana does clear out the Valentina, but that is as expected, as Valentina does have pretty quick wave clears. We already see that the Teresla roams in, a flicker already extended by the Angela.
They need to be careful. The bottom lane, look at that lane freeze coming in from the Minsitar. Not catching the carry at all with that hook. But that's pure, I'd say.
Spear. Meanwhile, on the top side, the Teresa did leave quite a bit of EXP. So he is a little bit behind when it comes to EXP, especially against the Ruby. But he does have the faster rotation, so it's all right for now. But in the bot side, we are seeing quite a bit of aggression onto the mid-star. Link coming in with the Tempest Blades, but is not able to pick up that kill as mid-star lives with sliver of HP. Carmilla left alone to defend that lane. And that might be a lot of turret pull going over to the side of the carry.
Yeah, team fight ensuing in the bottom lane. Look at that damage on Valentina already. Almost going down. Needs to be careful with the Link present in the match. Already has to go back to his base, losing out on a lot of EXP, I'd say.
Indeed, but now with the first turtle up, seems like both teams are trying to get into that position, and it seems like Bully, they do have the lead over here for already jumping in with the Tyrants. Then cancel out the recall coming in from the Carmilla, so that might not be good, especially with the turtles.
That was close. That was close. Carmela almost going down to that Vexana. Needs to be careful when recalling. That was scary, I'd say. As a team fight is there. Fights occurring all over the map, little fights all over the map, but not a big one, not committing bodies into the fight. Both teams currently, as the total is up and a fight is imminent.
Yep, the Valentina does have the penalty zone as well, but the Eternal Guard does come out, so is the penalty zone from Teresa. First blood secured by Teresa onto the Roger. Onto the... Sorry, the... Hero was that?
I'm not sure, that was Ruby.
A lot of fights breaking out as this time around 4DM they do take the lead, taking out the Link, Vexana and the Bufra. Meanwhile, they are continuing this fight. It might be mental. Roger is still up. He might get a few more kills. A killing spree already ensued as the Lycan jumps on to Teresla. Teresla does get the fade out with that Minotaur, but that's a lot coming in for the side of the Roger. Now the Roger is pretty low. Ruby is trying to defend over there, but it does go to the side of the Kufra. Vexana coming back in as Ruby is able to escape, so that is a turnaround coming in for both teams.
Yeah, in that team fight, the only victor is the Turtle, as the Turtle is still alive, doesn't lose its life. The only victor, I'd say, in that team fight was the Turtle.
Indeed, the Turtle, look at him, he's happy over there. But not for long as the Minsadar starts poking him. Now we might see another engage coming in. They do not want to let this Turtle go that easy. The bouncing ball able to stop the dashes in, but the Valentina with the penalty zone of her own as Roger comes back and secures that turtle pretty well. And the Midstar does catch people in the King's Culling, but the Tempest Blaze already used up by the Link. Link does go down to the Roger as well. Meanwhile, on the top side, we do see that the Ruby is able to get out pretty easily. Roger might be going back onto the side of this Ufra, but the Vexana is there to help him out, sorry.
Yeah, the bottom lane almost going down with that bit of slow rotation coming in from the Minsitar. Needs to be careful. A carry, especially, can just bring your turret down instantly. Needs to be careful while playing against a marksman such as Carry.
Yep, that spinning speedy light wheels, if I like to say it myself, can really start shredding down turrets. Now all the turret build has been removed as Carmilla spots off the Kufra. You might see a little bit of a skirmish on the bot side, but nope. Seems like Pole are trying to maintain that discipline.
A lackluster performance coming in from the Minsitar, I'd say. I'd expect more of a flashy play. It seems like they are playing it safe with this Minsitar currently.
Yep, that is 4 members for each side of the team in the bot side, but it seems like both sides, they see no opportunities. They do back off just a little bit.
Look at that damage coming from Valentin. A lot of damage on the Kufra. Needs to be careful. Kufra is jumping in. Yep, does get the Roger as well. Might get a two-man stun. Look at that. The Link taking that opportunity, getting a kill, almost taking down Roger as well. The Valentina needs to be careful. What turns it around? Ling with his HP pool now only 1/3. Retreats back to his own jungle as a team fight still occurring near the turret pit. Lord pit. The turtle has spawned in the bottom lane. Is going to be an easy turtle, I guess, for Team Bole this time.
Yep, this is uncontested. The Carmela is there, just trying to spot things out. The Kufra does miss his jump, but that is a turtle take. That's 5 people on the bot side as Team Bole go back to their rotations, try to get back to the lane so that they don't lose out much when it comes to lane prior.
Yeah, the Mincetar is now fixed to the bottom lane, especially because of the HP. The state of the turret now forced to stay in that lane.
Yep, we'll have to see how this game continues to go on as 2 kills and goals. There is not much of a difference. Both teams are playing pretty well.
Yeah, the carry bit farmed, I'd say, in the side of Team Bole. Needs to be careful, should not be caught off guard. Look at the Mincetar jumping in. Ling there to support him, but it might not be enough as Roger gets a double kill with the Kufra and the Roger going, the carry going down.
Yup, that was a good curse of blood from the Carmilla, locking onto 2 people and the Roger can just clean up. And this is the damage potential that I'm saying that OGM do have, especially with the Carmilla. The Carmilla Roger works really well.
Here, the Ling, I'd say, has had a bit of bad luck not being able to secure his kills properly. It did leave the Mincetar out in the first for the first blood as well, and currently still not being able to get a lot of kills on his score sheet. With his score 0-2-2.
Ling not being able to get that snowball yet, but Roger on the other side, sitting comfortably at 7-1-2, is pretty fed. He is pretty snowballing. As the rest of Bole, they try to go for this blue buff, but he does get spotted out by the Carmilla. This might not be a good fight, especially with the Lord up already. They might have to take it slow.
Look at that Carmela. Oh my god, a pull, an easy kill, an overplay from the Kufra. Needs to be more careful. Their team can't afford such mistakes. The Lord now being started up by the Roger, but the whole team Bully, ready to answer.
4DM does come in. That is a 3-man curse of blood, and that's a lot of damage going over into that fight. The Mincetar does go down, but that's a 2-man trade already made. The penalty zone from the Valentina does miss, but a double kill for the Ruby, as Link cannot select those blades in time. The Valentina does live on Sliver of HP.
Oh, sad. I'd say that is the worst luck I've ever seen. I thought it was Valentina who went down first before Ling, but it was her recalling instead. Sad match, I'd say, for the Ling, as Kufra might goes down again. Look at that Ruby, but does figure out of that situation. A very, very scary place to be in for Team Bole right now, whereas the mid turret might go down as well.
Few more basic attacks. That is mid turret secured by the side of Valentina. Look at this. There's quite a bit of damage coming in. The King's Gun already used up, as the rest of Bole are forced to retreat. Ling not going to be getting his blue buff down anytime soon.
The Roger is very strong. Look at that damage coming in, as the Ling almost goes down after he's the one who initiates the fight. The Roger snowball Ling the game currently.
As we speak of that, we are having a pretty good turnaround. The shutdown onto the Ruby is there, but the Curse of Blood catching on to So Upra is the next to fall as Roger, but this Roger is very, very happy and full.
Yeah, guys. Good distraction, I'd say, to clear out the Lord. But I think so that will not be enough to save their turrets, as all the turrets are down to the inhibitor.
Yep, all tier 2s are taking that. And the top turret shield as well. The bot turret shield have been bursted. They just have that turret shield in the mid lane for Sarapole. Let's see if they can maintain it for now. As for DM, they have gotten back their discipline and that coordination. But look at the carry going very full. Not up in the King's Calling, but it's not going to be enough for her to get taken out.
Yeah, a bit of an overstep coming in from Insitar. Needs to be more careful. Should not allow such incidents to occur again, as the game could take a turn in an instant if he is not available in team fights.
Indeed. Now we might see another re-engage onto this blue block. We are seeing the rest of 4DM coming over there. The Eternal Dark Thunder Leg Sana is already used up. The Super Sheet gets fought off. Curse of Blood connecting onto 3 people over there. But the Teresla does catch 3 instead, as the Roger is still up going after for the chase carry is next to fall over there. The Lightning Bounce, this might be pretty crucial. The Roger does get knocked up, but there is a double kill for the side of the Roger, as Teresla does pick up the double kill instead. Roger is able to pick up triple. Will he get this? The Supra is recalling pretty far, but he does not get far, as Maniac on this Roger.
Yeah, the Maniac for the Roger, very fed now. Very difficult to stop. His team is the one suffering. But as soon as he joins the fight, there is a turnaround. They need to make sure the Roger goes down somehow. Although on the side of Team Bole, the carry very strong, I'd say, doing a lot of damage.
Yep, if the carry does get into a good position, does not get caught in the Curse of Blood, she can actually be very devastating. But what's happening is that the carry is pretty off position in these team fights, because Team 4DM are taking the initiative, even though Bole have that Kufra for the dives.
Yeah, being on the backward, that is something you do like to avoid fights. But this time they do need to start the fights, I believe. If they do want to win this, they have to choose their fights. They have to make them on their own terms, or they do come out as the losers in these fights.
Indeed, look at this Bole. They are forced to defend their turrets, as that is a enhanced Lord marching down mid for DM. It seems like they are looking to close this game off right here, right now. Let's see what happens as a team fight does begin. The Lord crashing into the mid. 3-man Curse of Blood, maybe. That is a 2-man Curse of Blood coming on, as 2 members do go down. The Ling with the Tempest of Blaze, will he be next to fall? Yes, he is. Ruby does pick that kill up as another 2-man penalty zone coming in. The carry is able to figure out, will she be able to defend for long? Nope, the Roger does get the double kill instead. A triple, nope, the Valentina picks that up, as 4DM do make this first victory.
Oh, geez, I'd say both teams played pretty well. But Team 4DM did outskill their enemies sadly. The Ling not being able to come online, as he ends the game with 0 kills. And we will be back soon for the second match of this matchup.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam, big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Bonjour, everyone. Welcome back to Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. This is the quarterfinals and the fourth matchup between 4DM and Team Bole, as 4DM take the lead by winning the first round. It seems like it was a very good match. I'd say pretty close contested, but Team 4DM coming out victorious, slowly snowballing and winning the game. Team Bole do still have a chance now if they want to stay in this tournament.
Indeed. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications as we slowly reach the end of Obscura Showdown, the quarterfinals. Tonight is the last match between Pole and 4DM, after which we will enter that semi-final bracket. So with that, we do come in directly into the draft phase. Ixia and the Hylas is also banned out, and the chip goes away for the side of Bole squad.
Yeah, respect ban again, not giving the what was her name? I forget. Not Ixia. Is it Ixia? Yeah, Ixia banned out again. Respect ban. They are very wary of that Ixia. It seems like they are very frightened.
Indeed, especially with how well she can play. Bole, they do have a very good goal laner, especially with that Ixia. They again ban away the Teresla, and Roger is taken away. Again, another respect ban. The Roger did really well last game. As the Zask being left open, they do take that up over the Zushin.
Yeah, Zushin's still open. They could go for it, but I'm not sure they want to go for it. The Ling still open. It could be a redemption fight, but it seems like they go for the Zushin instead. The first pick still left could still go for the Ling.
They could go over to the Ling because it could be detrimental to leave the Ling open, especially for the side of board. 4DM, Timothy did show his spree on those assassins, so that is very risky to
leaving out the Ling might cost them if they do so.
Yeah, we might see an Edith being picked up over here. Or, no, this time, Bole, they go for the Ruby.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting. What Ivor do they go for? It is a hyper pick, or is it going to be a swap?
It might just be a swap. This is a Paquito already getting secured for the side of 4DM. They are going to be so aggressive, and that's the composition you want to play with a Zask. Heroes that can actually catch up to the opponent, so that the Zask does his damage and leaves those free kills up for grabs.
The amount of pressure I already feel for the side of Team Bole, even in the pick phase, is a lot, I'd say. As they go for Okada instead, look at that. Torturing the other side. The link's still open for Team Bole. They could go for it, but they still choose not to. Not a good look. Shaken confidence for the hyper player.
Indeed. Let's see what Bole do pick up over here. Again, it is a little bit too early for any jungle picks to come out. They might go Julian here, possibly, maybe, but it is very risky. And it seems like 4-4 DM with Super Sheik on that uh, Kaja is basically telling the opponent, if you do go the Ling, we do have the Divine Judgment ready for you.
As they go for a tank pick with that Atlas, I'm not sure how good of a pick that is. Could work, could not work. It totally depends on the picks that come in for Team 4DM.
Also, if you did not know, the Divine Judgment does cancel out the Atlas ult, so his Fatal Links will not connect if he gets the proper position. The Link does get banned out instead. Ooh.
Understandable. The Mitzvah does get banned out as well. Ah, man, this is fun to watch. So much entertainment in the draft phase, guys. Oh, this is fun to watch, guys. This is what we love, don't we? Oof.
Indeed.
And the hyper's still open. They could go for a hyper ban, but that does limit their own picks as well.
They could, or Bole, they could just ban away the Fanny as well. That is an option too, so that the Atlas has one more member that he can catch. You have to see what happens here. They do ban away the Claude instead. Now for DM,
I expected them to ban out some tank or something, but they do ban out the Claude. Interestingly, bringing the player pool down for both of the teams. As they ban out the Clint as well. Seems like those are repeat bans coming for Team 4DM.
Indeed, repeat bans coming in for the side of 4DM. They are setting up for something else. Only they are showing a marksman, but they do swap it out for the Julian, which is the safest pick that they want to go for over here. The Alpha gets shown over here, but instead gets swapped up for the X-Borg into the jungle phase. And I was going to say the Moskov is pretty open with the Claude being banned out, with the Clint being banned out. The next best option for the marksman could be that Moskov, but instead they might switch it up over here.
Yeah, with that Julian present in the side of Team Pole, and they are thinking of something else. Maybe a Melissa could work out as well, but they go for the Broody, it seems.
Dark, tall, and handsome is what 4DM like, and that is what they pick. Whereas for the side of Bole, let's see if they are humble enough. Let's see what they pick up to actually counter this damage coming in for the side of the Broody. Again, I'm going to say it, the Moskov is still pretty viable here. The Kimi might be a little bit of a risk, especially against when it comes to leaning against a Brody. The early game damage might not suffice. But they can go for it.
Especially with a Paquito present, I'd not go for a Kimi. Yeah, Harith Gold Lane could work, but I'm not sure. As they are thinking about a lot of things, but they go for the Lela, a very squishy hero when a character like Paquito has been picked up by the opposition team. Are they sure about this? Is this a blunder or is this a calculated move coming from Team Bole? It will be pretty obvious when the game starts.
Yup, now we have to see what happens over here as we do have the drafts locked in for both teams. So let's get it going for game number 2 of Obscura Showdown Season 3, powered by Vista, match between Ole and 4DM. This is the quarterfinals. Winners of this bracket will move on to the semis to face against Demonic Creed. Let's see what happens in this match.
As the game starts, as all the players get out of the base, it seems like Team 4DM are starting from the blue buff, the red buff, and the opposition starts from the blue buff, both on the EXP side of the map.
Yeah, we will see gold lane rotations coming in from the both sides of both teams, as the leash has already begun for the side of 4GN.
They need to be careful. Look at that Paquito getting ready for a fight with that Ruby. I think so. Ruby does pretty well against Paquito, doesn't he?
She has the sustain, so as long as the waves are there, Paquito, he's the type of hero that wants to clear up things. But in the top side of the red buff, the first blood is picked up by the Kaja onto the Atlas. And this is what I was saying, Atlas does have a top time when it comes to those rotations, especially against fiery chicken like him, as the red buff is stolen away from the Julian. This does not look good for Ole.
Yeah, and the jungle being taken away as well by the X-Pork. This is good start for Team Ole. Look at that aggression coming from Kaja, trying to just go in, but might go down this time. Yes, does go down to the Julian. First blood for the side of Team Bole. I mean a first kill for the side of Team Bole on Kaja. But they do secure a kill, I guess. Or do they not? No, they do not.
In that skirmish, we did see that the Atlas went down for a second time. As for DM, they are feeling much more confident over here. Look at the positioning from the Paquita. That is a high cut, and the Zushin might get picked off over there, looking over there. Instead, Paquito decides to back off for a bit. We have on the other side of the board, Kaja just spotting out two members, as the Julian's rotation is completely at the mercy of fourth dimension.
Yeah, this time Zushin does have AGs instead of the flicker. So I'm interested to see how this works out as well for the Zushin.
Yeah, maybe that's why the Paquito backed off. He knew that the Zushin had that Aegis. Now we do see that the blue buff does get contested, is stolen away from the side of the Julian. Julian pretty low, as the last insanity does come out. There's going to be quite a bit of damage coming in onto this Atlas, as well as the Zushin popping that Aegis. As the Ruby is there, gets the two-man I'm offended into the Julian combo, but there is the flicker from the Zast. Julian is able to pick up the Brody instead, but the Dominator's Descent might do quite a bit of damage. He is able to get out from that cleanly, as 4DM do lose their gold laner.
Yeah, not a good look, but still in the lead when it comes to gold is Team 4DM. I think so. Until X-Pork gets his War Axe, they should try to not get into fights.
Let's see what happens over here. As fourth dimension, they are a better rotation ultimately. Their jungler is pretty high up. He's already 2 levels higher than the Julian. As this turtle is again taken up for the side of Team 4th Dimension.
Yeah, X-Pork does... Oh my god, 2 kills on side of Team Bole as they get the Kaja as well. The Kaja is playing pretty aggressive, so look at that, almost taking the Broody as well.
Meanwhile, in the mid side, the Zushin has popped the Crimson Beacon. Will the Paquita be able to get out of here? This might just be a turnaround. Nope, he is able to get out as the Zask is there to cover up for him. The Dominance Descent and the Aegis used up by the Zushin. This might not be good as Zask decides to back off instead, looking at the other members coming in from the side of Ole. Ruby gets caught up for just a little bit, takes a bit of damage, is half HP, but she should be able to sustain as the Julian's not going to be getting any blue buffs this game. Xbox gets that steal again, and Ruby might just go down. Fatal Links does catch on to 2, but there is no one to combo with, as the Atlas is the next to go. As Zask picks up that double kill.
Ooh, look at that turnaround. The Xbox still yet to get his War Axe, but still look at that damage coming in from the Xbox as well. Not a good look. This might be not something what Team Bole were looking for. Look at that, another gold laner might go down as well. Yeah, the ulti cancelled, keeping the Broody alive. Quick hands from Broody.
Yep, the Layla was not able to get hook a blast, as we see another re-engage coming on the top side. The Blast Insanity already used up. That is the Atlas going down confirmed, as the Dominator's Descent is there to block off the Julian's retreat. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Zushin does get caught off as well. Julian, very low, gets taken out.
That was sad for Julian, getting stuck, waiting for death to be the escape from that place. Sad state for Julian, not looking good for Team Bole, as Team 4DM already with a 4K lead, I'd say, no, a 5K lead already.
Indeed.
As the total is started up, and an easy total for the side of Team 4DM.
Indeed, as the mid lane turret does get pressured a little bit, but the blue buff finally going to the side to the Julian. Maybe, yep, it does get secured. The Retribution already used up, but that is, I guess, a slight morale boost for the side of Ole.
That is how dire the situations are, guys. The first buff for Julian in 6 minutes.
Yeah, Pole are doing a very good job at keeping the rest of their turrets still up, but it seems like both Dimension, they want to take a few more objectives off the board. As look at this. Yes, gets pulled back from the Divine Judgment, goes down in that entire skirmish.
Total dominance coming in from Team 4DM. So much map control. Look at that, they don't care. Playing so aggressively. It's only 6 minutes. Almost getting the kill on the Julian as well. Might take the turret down. This time it seems, yeah, the turret will go down if this is how things stay the same. This is not going to be an easy game for Team Bole to make a comeback. Look at that damage coming in. Might be Ruby going down. Actually, goes down pretty easily. The ultimate pop by the Zask to help his team out as well. Guys, the inhibitor turret now open for the taking under 7 minutes for Team 4DM. Dominance is real.
Indeed, as that might be the mid turret also going down. Look at the Kaju's positioning, zoning away the Julian from that blue buff again, and Julian loses that blue buff as well, as this is the third turtle spawning up. But it seems like fourth dimension, with the lead that they've already developed, they are putting quite a bit of pressure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that turtle. Look at that, one man does get that kill, I guess. Yes, Zask does go down this time. Look at that, Export Poppin's ultimate takes the Ruby down again. Ruby having a very, very difficult game. The Kaja might go down as well, barely surviving. Whoa, that was close for that Kaja. As the Lord is spawning, it seems like the Lord might be started up, but blue buff the priority first for Xborg.
Yep, he is waiting for the rest of his team to come back online, as the Paquito in a very tight spot over there might get caught off by the Julian, is forced to flicker out before this little bit of fight gets stunned up by the Atlas, but is able to dash away.
Run, Force, run. Yes, does manage to escape. I thought he was going down for sure, but yeah, very skillful maneuver coming in from Paquito. Lord still open for taking, but Team 4DM taking their own sweet time to start that. Look at that, Xbox, so much aggression might go down, needs to be careful. And ultimate popped by the Layla as well, trying to do a bit of damage to the Xborg. The Ruby might get caught, needs to be careful. Look at that Kaja playing aggressive, trying to wrap around this time. They get the Lord as well. Nothing for Team Bole to take. The Julian might go down, needs to be careful. Oh my god, look at that Layla, so low. So the Xbox goes in, his immortality. First to go Atlas. Kaja goes down next to the Zushin. And whoa, the Layla goes down as well to the Zask. I'd say the victory with the Lord coming up the mid lane.
Yep, the lethal ignition working really well in favor for the Magic Burn, really actually helping out the Zask to deal enough damage to take down the Layla. The glowing wand really coming in use right here. And this shows why Zask is a very scary hero to be left open. He's able to zone away the rest of the team with just one spawn.
All inhibitor turrets now open for the taking. And Team 4DM with a 10k lead in 10 minutes.
Indeed, Pole, they are not looking pretty good over here as the turret shields are getting popped off. Inhibitors are pretty weak over here. Look at the Ruby taking quite a bit of damage from Paquito. That wasn't even a full combo, that was just a radius blast coming in from his skills.
The poll is up, guys. Only 12 votes. Will Bole squad make comeback? I am voting against that. So if you haven't put your poll, do let us know. It seems like 50% think that a comeback is still possible.
Well, they have the Atlas, so if the Atlas does get a good catch into the Julian combo, that could be pretty good for the side of Bole. But again, for DM, they are showing that discipline. They are not going to get caught off into those 5-man combos. They've already seen it through. As we do see, look at the Xborg with the level of aggression that he is showing over here.
The Xborg, only one item left for him to complete his set, whereas on the other side, Julian with only one item and half items made. It seems like Julian almost goes down, as I say, how his games are not in his favor.
Indeed, as this time around, we're not seeing good Julian games from each match that we are having. Now, it seems like 4DM, they are not able to break through the inhibitors yet. That is the power of Layla, able to clear waves from the distance. So it's going to be a little bit tough for Fourth Dimension to actually crack into the base turrets of Bole squad.
Yeah, the Bole Hyper not able to show up in these games. Did had a pretty rough game in the previous match as well. With the Link pick is having another rough match with the Julian. I wouldn't say he hasn't made an impact. He has 3 kills with 1 death on board, but now he's stuck in his base, not able to do anything as the Xborg is way above his level for him to make any significant impact.
That is true, as this is a 12-minute Lord secured for the side of Fourth Dimension. Bole squad, they are yet to actually get that leverage in this game. The Layla is getting pretty farmed up, but the Kaja spots out the Julian, does not jump on him yet. But it seems like Fourth Dimension, they are playing pretty disciplined, getting their waves in sync, and they are going to crash into the base Bole squad with everything that they have.
Yeah, the Julian is the only one who can actually put up a fight currently. Is the only one with a positive KDA in his team.
Yep, we are going to see what happens over here. The bot inhibitor already popped off, as the mid inhibitor might go down as well. Look at this Fourth Dimension. They're using this a lot to just take away inhibitors and resources from the side of Bole squad. The Paquito does go into 5 members. He does die in the process with the Lark Insanity coming out. The Atlas is still alive. Gets pulled into 1. The base, however, does fall. And with that, I think so that is GG's, as Fourth Dimension win game number 2 and move on to the semifinals.
Oh, as the predictions were on the side of Team Bole, but not able to make the prophecies come true, sadly, as they go out, are knocked out of this tournament, this Obscura Showdown Season 3, powered by Vista, as they lose the second match of their matchup. GG's to both the teams. Thank you for participating to Team Bole as well as Team 4DM move on to the semi-finals. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And you can find us on Instagram and Facebook as well. With that, I think so it is a good night from us. This is Geek Hazard. And I guess, Quentin, do you have anything to say to our viewers?
Yep, thank you for joining in, guys, as we will see you at the semi-finals of Obscura Showdown Season 3.
Good night.
Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck.